How many? I think you're an ape. You look like it. I think you're an ape. You can make it. Can you define ape?
I want to speak to this gentleman. You crazy? You always saying Aborigines. You always into that.
Let's say we are when that takes us to.
Sorry. What's touching?
Yeah, what evolution to do? Evolution does not negate the existence of the creator.
No, it doesn't.
بس عشان التصوير انا احطه بالانترنت بعد.
Talking about God. No one's talking about. We're talking about species.
So you believe in God? Then?
No, I don't. I personally don't. But that's got nothing to do with this discussion.
No. A link, because people that use evolution is to do with the negation.
Well, I didn't start the conversation. She was asking me, right? So I'm just saying.
He started.
I'm not pushing
so
it.
the existence of God, evolution does not negate that.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So right. Yeah. So then.
I agree.
Well, all right, then move on.
Then why don't you accept the existence of the creator?
Because for me personally, there's no real evidence that I can accept.
Oh, there are possible to exist.
Might exist, but I don't have satisfactory evidence.
Because you are agnostic then.
No. I mean,
is it possible?
No. Well, I think it's extremely unlikely. I think God is just as possible as Mickey Mouse existing on the planet Venus.
Yeah, could be, yes. But that doesn't mean then you are agnostic.
Okay, you can call me whatever you like. I mean, that's fine.
So,
Yeah.
That's your label.
Possible.
Okay, that's my label.
That's your label. Now go on.
The reason why I call myself atheist, not agnostic, agnostics entertain the idea that there could be God. I don't entertain the idea.
No. Either you say God exists, or he doesn't, or he might and he might not.
I don't say. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Right, now you've got the label. Let's go.
Okay.
No.
I'll take that.
Either you like the label or you don't. This
Fine,
what
I'm
you are.
agnostic. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, agnostic. Yeah.
Right.
So that tells me then you need evidence for the existence of God. Yes?
Well, I'd like to know what this God actually is first, to get a cohesive definition of what it is,
No.
and
Define,
then
yeah,
evidence
define
that it
God.
exists.
Wait. That's a contradiction. Because if you say he might exist, that tells me you know what God is.
never said-
Otherwise,
I've
you
never
wouldn't.
I can say Mickey Mouse might exist on that tree. That's how little I think the
specific
possibility
God.
is.
No, that is specific God. We're not talking about any God. God in general, the idea. If you say he might exist,
Okay.
yeah, but that doesn't mean you know what God is.
Okay, fair enough.
That little bit that you said he might exist.
No, I'm just saying that there's something beyond my understanding of what you guys obviously have an understanding of what God is. I have not got a satisfactory understanding of what your God is, but I'm leaving it open because we should leave it a little bit open, otherwise we won't be true
You
scientists.
cannot ask me. You got to tell me what God is.
I want to talk to you.
If
That's where
okay,
he's
I
a Christian, he believes human is God.
I agree with
So
you. I agree with you.
he's not-
I agree with you. I know what you're saying now. I know what you're saying. I agree with you.
So you cannot-
So you have a definition of what this God is,
And
and
as
because
well-
I can't say that this God can't exist, so I can't turn around and say that there's no definition. I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Then you cannot ask.
Okay.
You got to tell me what God is.
Okay.
Because you know what God is. This is by
I
necessity.
personally don't. I'm
you
just saying
do.
what you're proposing.
No. Wait. If you say he might exist, that tells me you know what God is.
No, the only thing I know about God, and correct me if I'm wrong, is a superior creator that lives outside the realm of space and time, that was responsible for the creation of the universe, that has infinite power, that has infinite... oh no, am I going to go on YouTube?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
No, that has infinite power, okay, and has the power to create and intervene in affairs.
right,
That's the
right.
only thing I know about this God. Now, I'm just saying that I do not have satisfactory evidence that this entity exists. Okay, so that's my understanding.
Yes.
That's all. That's the thing that I say. It's very unlikely, but it's possible that thing might exist.
Regardless of what people tell you what God is. Because you keep telling me what I know about God, it seems to be like someone is telling you what God is.
Well,
Yeah?
this is the explanation I've been
Yes.
given.
But you, within yourself, saying he might exist, that tells me you know what God is. By hook or by crook. Otherwise,
I have a vague idea.
yeah, even big idea, where it came from. Because the ideas has to be a reflection
society.
of outside.
Okay.
Yes?
It came from reading books. It came from talking to other people like yourself. And, yeah, exactly. It's just like,
So whatever idea in your head is a reflection of reality outside.
not necessarily.
No,
I mean, I
those ideas I've just asked you where they came into your mind. You said from the reflection
From his
of
senses.
outside.
No,
yes?
from his senses.
You said like from me, from X, whatever.
I talk to multiple different sources, reading multiple books, and getting information.
So those
from various
ideas
sources.
in your head, which is a reflection of the reality outside.
It's the reality that people believe that this thing exists, so it doesn't mean that the thing is a reality.
Wait a minute. So if someone comes along and he tells you something, would you accept it, or you rejected it, or you're in the middle?
Depends what they say.
Research it.
If they turn around and say that gravity exists, I'm like, great, we're in consensus. But if they turn around and say that, a blue
He doesn't mind.
Blue
You know that-
unicorn lives on Venus. Okay,
you
then I
mind
might not
this?
believe
So
it.
that tells me he doesn't mind.
No, just not the face.
Okay,
I
fine.
look like shit.
No, you
today.
look good.
That's disrespecting him.
No, it's not.
No, so if
Are
he
you the
doesn't like,
spoken man for him? Let the man speak.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no, it's enough.
Have you?
If I point to the camera at you, would you like
now,
that?
No, listen,
That
if
tells
I don't
me
like, I will tell you. But he
in
didn't
order
say
to accept
nothing. He
something
saw it and he
from
made his
outside,
hand.
Then again, you should ask
you've got to have evidence for that.
He saw it.
That's what I understood.
Absolutely.
And what was
So,
his
if
reaction?
this is the case, then whoever comes along, like you said, gravity, in order to accept it, you have to provide you with evidence and proofs.
Not
Yes?
just that, and also I got my own personal experience as well with things. If I know that I'm kind of jumping out of a, you know,
kind of
if I
criterion?
fall down on a high level down to a lower level, it's not just hearing from other
discover
people.
it yourself.
I can demonstrate gravity myself as well.
Right, that tells me then,
Sure. So it's
has to be
experience
something
getting up.
tangible.
No one argues the
Are
science. No one argues the science.
Exactly. No one's arguing with it.
Science is
No, you
science,
do.
and it is evolving. Science is also
Absolutely.
evolving.
Yeah.
Even the Darwin
think you
theory
do.
is evolving.
Science is evolving.
It's not an absolute thing.
That tells me then you wouldn't accept
Really?
something unless you
Look,
experience,
you're
you
educated.
experience that
Science
yourself.
is evolving.
Is that true?
I would say it depends on the thing that's explained. Now, if it's something like really, here's the thing. You're familiar with the expression "extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence." If somebody turns around and says to me, "Yes, the Higgs boson particle exists," okay, I'll be like, "Okay, great. Well, we would have to look at some evidence for that. They're doing an experiment to show it, which is fine, which is perfectly plausible that thing could exist." So I'll be like, "Okay, great. I'll look at it." But if someone turns around and says that somebody can perform magic, okay, well, that's like, whoa, wait a minute. That's a whole different kind of ball game. That you would need evidence for, but pretty strong evidence.
So that tells me some evidence has to be tangible.
Absolutely.
Some evidence they don't need to be tangible. Is that right?
No, all evidence is
about the
ultimately.
evidence.
No. Then
of
when
the
I
red
ask you,
seeming
then when I
part.
ask you,
The
then,
evidence.
then when I ask you, the reality outside that you always use
wanna know the
to
evidence on
feed
the
your
red
mind
sea.
with, and you accept something and you get something.
Where was it parted?
That tells me
Sure.
whatever you accept,
Yeah.
you have to experience that yourself.
Ask him about
Yes
the
or no?
evidence of the Red Sea. Where was it parted?
Oh, we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I would say so. Yes, I would say
So
that
it
would
has
be-
to be only tangible.
Well, ultimately, yes. Depends on how important it is. Okay, if somebody turns around and says that, like, you can't go up in planes because they crash all the time, I'd be like, no, that's pretty important to me to know this. So I'll take a look at it. Sure, I've been on planes. I've seen the studies. It's very unlikely. That's good. But if somebody turns around and says that, so I don't need a whole load of evidence of planes because I've already got it. Okay, I've had
What
experience.
country that you haven't visited?
What country haven't I visited? Oh, I can name you hundreds, tons.
I didn't know how many. So which one? Name one.
Name one country I haven't visited. Japan.
Yeah. Does Japan exist?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because there's sufficient evidence to me that suggests that
Back it up.
Japan exists.
Well-
Okay, and I'll tell you exactly what that evidence is. Okay, I've met people from Japan. I know that there's a cuisine,
Just
a
relax.
culture, a language.
Wait. So someone has to tell you, but you've not been into Japan.
touched it, yes.
Right.
Because you said you need something tangible. You never exist or the experience. Yes. So
Sure.
you rely on someone.
No,
Yeah.
I rely on a multiplicity of sources.
No, regardless.
I
at the
rely on
end.
TV, which shows me. I rely on satellites
But that's
and
tangible.
What's your name, by the
telescopes
way?
that show us that where
What's your
Japan
name?
is on the map.
Just relax.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to establish here,
Nothing.
you are relying on someone to tell you that Japan
Not
exists.
someone.
No, multiple
Multiple things.
sources.
Wait. Have you been to Japan?
Not someone.
No, I haven't.
You don't have no experience in Japan.
No, but I have
But
experience
yet-
with Japanese people. I have
I don't have
experience
a
with the
problem.
language.
Like,
I have experience with
wait,
the food. the
someone
culture.
might come along and he said, "I have experience with God." Regardless, who is telling you?
Right.
Maybe he's lying.
Oh, okay, let me ask you this, okay? Can I get on a plane and fly to Japan? Yes. Can I fly to heaven right now just to check if God exists?
No.
Okay.
That's the
No,
difference.
Wait,
in time
wait,
to come,
wait.
you may be able to do it.
Please, you're a Christian. You believe in God, human to be God. Just wait.
They don't
Oh,
believe in God. you are
true.
not-
it's true.
No.
Now don't talk for another
believe in
place.
God, 100%.
Now, regardless, so far you've not been to Japan. Because I would tell you the same. Yes, you can go to the Jannah or to heaven that you're talking about.
Which
So
plane?
far,
Which airline goes?
So,
There
so,
is a ticket.
no,
Right.
so far, you've not been to Japan, yet you accept Japan exists.
Yes.
Yes? I could do the same thing. You haven't been to the heaven yet,
Yet.
then wait till you've been there.
Okay, but that's not- that's
my,
not-
my problem.
So I'm gonna wait till I'm dead in order to experience this.
What
No,
is going on
but the
in
problem,
science here?
but the problem
People
is,
are making it already.
yet you accept Japan.
100 years,
Japan
people
exists.
Sorry, one at a time, please.
He's a Christian. He believes you are God. According to them,
No.
everyone is God. No, he is. No, he is. No, he is.
Let's get back onto the argument.
Let's get back.
I
Let's
agree.
get back.
See, my problem is this, right?
No,
So-
if he starts to speak to him, I have
Don't
to
worry about him. Jog on.
I'll be with you in 1 second. Yes.
Jog on. Jog on. Go for a run.
It's easy to destroy a Christian. He believes that you God as well as me.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that we're God?
You are going where?
That we are God?
No.
You're Christian.
I can establish this.
No, we are not.
Well, let's not get back onto this.
All right, we'll stick to our subject.
I can
I'm on about this airline,
Japan, right, go.
We are not God.
What this airline you get to Japan? Right.
I tell you roughly. Christian, they say God is everywhere. And everywhere
I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
includes you and
Talking
me.
about Christians now.
Yeah? According to Christian, God is everywhere.
Okay.
Am I part of everywhere?
Are you part of everywhere? No.
Yes. What is everywhere? You've got to define what everywhere is.
Well, everywhere. I mean,
Everything.
Christian.
You, me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So if God is everywhere,
Well, if
must
everywhere,
be
if you're a
you.
Christian, is our physical universe, heaven and a hell.
No,
To
no.
rational
According to
people,
them,
it's just us.
if you ask any Christian, he will say God is literally is everywhere.
Okay.
You're part of that everywhere, as well as me, as well as him.
Which means you're God, right?
Exactly. This is how.
I think just the example he mentioned about Japan and heaven. Japan is true. You get a ticket, you fly, you go there and find it.
If I really want to get the evidence, I can do it.
The only thing
But so far you don't have
heaven,
evidence.
the heaven you can do the same thing, but the price of the ticket,
Is that?
the price of the ticket, the price of the ticket is so you have to work hard to get it. It's not something you can just
I understand, but what I'm saying is
get
like,
the money
you're
and buy it.
basically
No, that's not the
saying
case.
So you have to work
That's not
very
the case.
hard.
You don't need a ticket because you already accept Japan exists. You don't need a ticket. You need a ticket when you tell me I'm not quite sure.
No, if it was really important to me to know if Japan really
nothing to do
existed,
with
I would have to
importance.
go.
No, this is an intellectual question. It's nothing to do with
And this is-
important or no.
this is the difference between
Japan,
materialist
it might not be important to you,
and beyond.
but all I need
Yeah.
to establish that you said Japan exists, yet you're not been to Japan. And according to you, evidence has to be something tangible.
Absolutely. So absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. I agree with that. Yes.
No. You know, all I'm trying to say, what you just said. You're not been to Japan, you don't need to go to
I know, but
Japan.
there are other sources of evidence that we can show that Japan
No, at
exists.
the end.
I don't have to physically go
At the
there.
end, my
You
point
can't
is,
get evidence.
no, my point is to establish that you do accept a lot of things without being there. You don't need to see Japan in order to say Japan exists.
your mind.
This is my whole point.
I've seen
the whole
Japan.
point.
I've seen
Use
Japan on
your
TV.
mind.
I've met people from Japan. I've
Says
eaten
who that's
Japanese
Japan?
food.
Says who? That says Japan.
Say again?
I might go to Africa, photograph an area, and in TV, and I tell you this is Japan.
Right.
Why would you
Well,
believe?
Japan actually, the concept of a country
Might
is
be a
something
Chinese.
physical and
Chinese
exists.
have a look
We
like-
know countries exist. We do know that we can physically go to countries in planes.
You know, you use very nice
think
words.
use
when,
your mind.
when you say
based on
we do
tangible
believe,
evidence.
so when you
On
say
important subjects, yes.
Not
one at a
necessarily.
time, you cannot just ride two horses at the same time.
Yeah,
One
no, you're
horse.
right, you're
Horse,
right. Yeah, one at a time.
neither might.
They're talking to me, okay? I'm just...
Yeah, right. So all I want to establish, and I already did.
Yes.
You don't need to
Go somewhere to
experience
prove that
something,
it
yes,
exists, right.
to see it with your eyes,
Okay.
to touch it, to smell it, in order to say that exists.
Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough.
So then, your evidence, not necessarily to be something tangible.
Not material.
No,
Yeah.
okay, sir. If you have, like, you know, satellite photographs of Japan as a country, we have video footage of people in Japan, we have live
have a
footage,
problem.
we have the food, we have people who can, like,
I don't have
come,
a
and if I want to go, these are things, examples of tangible evidence to me.
Right, sure.
Okay, I don't have to physically go there.
So
I don't call that.
If
as
you're
the
a
ultimate.
blind man, would you say, if someone says, yeah, I've been to Japan, and you're a blind man, he didn't show you no pictures, would you accept that?
Would I don't know, I'm not blind. I can't, answer,
the
that
whole-
que- I can't answer that question.
Okay, sure.
The whole
Sure.
Let's talk about us
the
now.
whole
Let me ask
creation
you.
is not evidence.
Let-
No,
My friend, how do you know your mother's your mother?
I don't.
So you don't know your mother's your mother?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, nobody really ultimately does. Well, she kind of sort of looks like me. She's a little crazy, but
No, do you know your mother's your mother? Or do you believe she's your
no,
mother?
I'm accepting that she is my mother.
So, but you're not quite sure.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure that she's my mother.
How do you know?
No, because how do I ultimately know? The birth certificate, I got photographs, I got
Wait,
like.
so you rely on someone to tell you she's your mother by giving you the certificate.
right?
So you never experience your mother delivering
And we're
you.
also the same blood type as well, which is very
But yet
unlikely.
you're still relying on someone else
Yes,
to tell
but I
you.
can. Yes, but if I really want to find out if it's really that important,
Did you
just
find out?
like no, excuse me, just like it's important for me to know if Japan exists, I can go get a blood test. I can
My
get
friend,
to the bottom of it. I can get the evidence.
we would say
that's
the same.
important to me. I don't need to do that
We-
right now because I'm satisfied with the evidence that I have that she is
My
my,
friend,
mother. I'm satisfied with
the
the
same
evidence that we
scenario-
have that Japan exists.
The same scenario,
Yeah.
the day of judgment, you're going to face God
Okay.
to make sure. Like you said, if I want to make sure, I have to do DNA.
Sure.
Yeah? So a Muslim would tell you the same. So at the day of judgment, you're going to face the reality. You're going to face your creator.
My friend Faz told me that. He's the
Exactly.
imam.
But not so far, either you know your mother or you believe she's your mother. Do Do you believe she's your mother?
I can know. If it's really that important to
But
me,
so
I
far
can
you
go
don't.
and get a test done to determine that.
But
if I
so
really-
far,
Geraldo, you know, he gets these couples. Are you the father? And they
But
do
so
genetic
far,
tests.
you haven't done the DNA.
No, because it's not that important to me.
Let's-
Because I'm satisfied that she is my mother with the
Why are
evidence
you
that I currently have.
satisfied? Why?
Well, why shouldn't I be satisfied?
Wait. It has to be one of the two.
You know, I can ask you
Okay.
that question. Are you
Wait.
satisfied your mother's your
Wait.
mother? I mean, are you?
Wait. Hello?
I accept that she's my mother.
One at a time.
Right.
One at a time. You said to make sure you're going to use the DNA.
If I really wanted to know that.
Does the DNA would tell you she's your mother?
Yeah.
Without no
Without-
error factor?
without
There's two
fail.
types of error factors.
Without fail.
There's no DNA which will tell you she's 100% your mother.
But your blood.
Yeah.
You'll be looking at
Is that good enough if they say 95% the DNA is matching?
How about the 5%?
Yeah?
Yeah, but people have their own thresholds that they
I'm talking
determine.
about you, not people. You the one that you
No,
know.
exactly. So, like other people having their own threshold, 95% would be satisfactory to me. Now,
Right.
you might want 100, okay,
Sure.
but
I've never asked about 100. I've never asked about 100. My friend, you want to speak to him? I'll let you finish with him.
Oh, sorry, no.
No, go on. When you finish,
No, we're good, we're good.
no, but he wants to speak to you, and he always go to you.
The point is, it's about
So, is 95% enough
Yes,
to believe she's your mother? So, if someone comes along and he says 95% God exists and that is enough, why don't you accept that then?
If someone says 95% there's evidence that will show that, yeah, I'd accept it.
Right. So now, what kind of evidence do you need in order to accept God? Take your time, please.
That's a very good question. But your God, by your own very definition, is somebody who can
I
violate
want
the
you
laws
to-
of physics.
No, do not take my definition. You as a man with intellect.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly the kind of evidence I would need, right?
Yeah.
I would
One
need,
at a time.
Okay, God is all powerful, yes? My question, is God,
No,
all,
no.
is
Is
God
he?
all powerful? I'm asking you.
No, to me, yes, but is he to you?
Well, the concept, the definition I've been given is that yes, he is.
Okay, and you accepted the definition.
I accept the definition, your definition,
Yeah.
that God is all powerful.
No, no,
So,
no.
with
Wait.
that in mind, the
Wait.
evidence that I would need,
Wait, that definition,
yeah.
is it intellectual definition? Does your mind would reject it or
No,
accept
it's
it?
not actually. It's a contradiction to me
that
personally.
tells me
All
you-
powerful and all knowing are two contradictory
Wait,
things.
wait, no, not necessarily.
That's for another different discussion.
Yes, because the intellect will works in a similar way. If I ask you to define darkness, definition will be the absence of light. Yes?
Right.
Yes? Either you a Muslim or not a Muslim.
No, I'd say it's the absence of light that our visual range can detect.
Definition of
There are different
darkness.
types of light out there, right? Light can even take the form of radio waves. So the light
Definition?
that we cannot physically perceive with our eyes would be darkness, yes.
And how do you know there's certain lights that we cannot receive with the eyes? How do you know that?
How do we know that? Because we can measure the cosmic microwave background in
Wait,
space.
have you done
We can
that?
look at Have I done that? No, I've looked at the studies I've done it.
Always got to rely on someone.
Yeah, but
This is
we
my
can-
whole point.
But we can look up this evidence to show that.
No, but my point
Okay,
is...
I'll give you another example, okay, right? How we can definitely show this. How about night vision glasses, okay? I've actually worn those where we cannot perceive light, but when we put the night vision lenses on, we can see better. So that is a frequency of light that is made available to me with these goggles that I was previously unable to detect. So yes, that is how I know there are different spectrums of light that we can detect versus others.
Can you think of something unthinkable? Take your time. Take your time.
Can I think of something unthinkable? Well, obviously not, because I wouldn't be able to think it.
Why? Okay, sure.
Right.
Let me rephrase it. Can you think of something does not exist?
Something that does not exist?
I need you to think before you answer.
Yeah.
enough to answer
A squared circle. A circle with four sides. Okay, it's something that cannot exist.
So that tells me then you have a circle and a square together, and you made
Say
something.
again?
You're talking about a circle as well as a square, yes?
Yeah.
So you
So you
invented.
said, you said think of something that cannot exist. I said, yeah, a circle that has four sides.
Why it does not exist?
Why doesn't it exist? Because it's a logical contradiction.
Right. So basically, you're taking two things which is opposite to each other and trying to make something out of it.
Okay?
Yeah? Like I'm exist, but I don't.
Okay. What about a Muslim that doesn't believe in God? Or a Christian that doesn't believe in God?
If
That's
he's a
something that
Muslim,
cannot exist.
if he's a Muslim, obviously he believes God exists.
If he's a Christian, he believes in God. If he's Hindu, right, exactly. So,
Yes. Then if I tell you, I am God, would you accept me?
No.
That tells me you know what God is then.
Sorry?
That tells me you know what God is. If you say no, you wouldn't accept me as God, That
Okay.
tells me you know what
yeah,
God is.
yeah, you got me there. I'll agree that you could be a manifestation of God. You never
Well,
know.
that's it.
Oh,
No, you keep.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that.
So you accept me to be God?
No, I don't accept you to be God, okay? But I accept the possibility that you could be a God. Okay,
Right.
very, very minuscule, 99.9 infinitesimal,
Right.
low probability.
So there's no evidence or proof that you have to say I'm not God.
Right.
So here we are. I just proved. I am.
You are?
I am God.
Okay. On what basis do you claim this?
Do you have anything to say I'm not?
Okay. Do you believe in werewolves?
No. Do you got something to say I'm not God?
Do I say that you're not God?
Yeah.
No. You're making the positive statement that you are something, so you need to back that up. It's not up to me to disprove anything.
Right.
That's not how logic works.
Sure.
If somebody who says
Wait.
something exists, they have to demonstrate the existence of that something. It's
Wait.
not up to the other guy.
Okay,
I can say,
sure.
hey, I'm Mickey Mouse.
Wait,
Donald Duck combined,
sure,
okay?
no problem.
Prove that I'm not.
So back again.
Do that.
Back again. You
Yeah.
want something to see it with your eyes. And I think earlier we established that. You
No,
don't need-
instead of seeing with my personal eye, I'd like to see
What do you-
something,
what do you-
in controlled laboratory conditions that can be
I am.
objectively verified
I am
by
controlling you.
multiple sources.
Right now, I'm controlling everyone, including you.
Yeah. So you're saying that you are God? Okay. And what basis do you say you're God?
You just said you have to control everything. I am.
Okay.
On that basis.
I'm not going to buy it because it's very unlikely.
No, but look, a mother is a mother. Either the child had to be a mother or no, but she's a mother. Yeah?
So you're
So-
saying that because I...
To accept me telling you what to do, it doesn't matter. As far as you don't have no evidence to say I'm not good.
No, I don't. But that's not how logic works, though. You know, if you're
When you
making a
say-
statement,
well-
you have to back it up.
You said to control everything. That tells me you know got control of everything.
Okay, how about this, okay? I want somebody, if they make a claim that they have capability of supernatural abilities,
I am.
Okay, fair enough, then what the evidence I would need is a clear, concise proof under controlled conditions, objectively, in other words, other people can verify this, in controlled conditions, that you can violate the laws of physics that cannot be explained through conventional
I
scientific
did.
means.
This tree wasn't here yesterday. I brought it here.
Really? Okay. Well, that's not exactly the kind of objective, compelling evidence I was looking for.
Wait, says who?
Me?
You don't need to see.
I mean, do you buy it? Do you see what the problem is
What
here?
about them?
You're saying you did something after the fact. You did something previously
Well, how do you know that I didn't do this?
that you didn't do what?
This tree wasn't here. I put it here.
And you just put the tree there?
Yes.
Because I didn't see it. I didn't see it appear magically.
But
You're
before,
making these claims that you're
my
God
friend,
and you made the tree appear.
but earlier
You're not showing me anything.
you told me you don't need to see, like Japan. You didn't see Japan,
No,
and
but
Japan exists.
I have other evidence to show me that Japan exists.
Like people are telling you that.
No, I have aerial photography that we can look at. I can look it up right now. If I
Wait,
want to get a plane
wait.
ticket to Japan, I can do it.
No, but so far you believe Japan exists, but you didn't have any evidence.
I do have evidence. I haven't been there, but there are other types of evidence out
Someone
there.
is telling you basically. This is what I'm trying to establish.
Okay, fine. Other people telling me. I've met people from
So if
Japan.
this
Okay,
brother
I've
is telling
seen
you I've done
live footage in Japan. I've
Wait,
seen what
let me
Japan
use-
looks like on a map.
Let me use
I've
that.
tried the food. It's good.
Okay. If I show you a video, this tree is not here.
That tree is not there.
Yeah, on a
Okay.
video, and you watch the video, and the tree was there.
Okay.
Like Japan, they show you pictures.
Why do you have to resort to a video? Videos can be forged.
Japan could be forged too. Same
Very
thing.
unlikely. It's extremely unlikely. Yes.
Extremely unlikely. Same thing.
Right. That's it. But I'm just saying that the evidence of
I'm
Japan
using-
is satisfactory to me. What you're telling me is not satisfactory. You're making these
When
wild
you say
claims.
it's satisfying you, it must be why? Because you've seen it.
No, it's not just saying. Your eyes can deceive you as well. Okay. David Copperfield made the
Wait,
Statue of Liberty
wait.
disappear. Penn and Teller do tricks.
Are you
Doesn't
telling
mean-
me eyes can deceive you?
Absolutely, they
So
can.
those people who
That's why we need
photographed
objective
Japan-
scientific proof.
Then how do you know those people who have seen Japan, the eyes didn't deceive
It's
them?
extreme, yeah, okay. There's
When
an
you say
extremely
extremely-
minuscule likelihood
As
that,
well
that
as this-
Japan might be a big hoax, okay? But for me,
What
I
about
see
your mother
suspicion. Okay, no, like I said, there's an extreme, small chance in my mind that she might not be my mother, but it's not important to me to really get to the bottom of it.
We're not
But
talking
all
about-
the evidence shows me that
No, we're not talking about this important or no.
why not? It
No,
is
we're talking about
important.
the existence of it intellectually. Something might exist, but it's not important to me.
Right.
That's not the case to be important or
Okay,
no.
let me ask you this. Okay, do purple dinosaurs live on Venus?
Yeah,
They do.
yeah.
Like, why do you say that?
Have you got evidence to say no?
There's no evidence to show otherwise. So,
Yeah,
really,
because
so you
it's-
accept things that without...
Everything is about evidence. This is what you told me.
Okay, then how do you know
need-
that... Okay, one more question if you don't mind, sir. Then...
I'm not saying.
Oh, no, I got it right, sir. Out of respect, you know. No, really. Thank you. How do you know that Jesus Christ wasn't the Son of God? I mean, really. Do you show me evidence to show me otherwise?
Right. If he's son of God, you're a son of God, I'm son of God. There's no difference between me and him and
No,
Christ.
what the Bible says is true, okay?
The Bible.
I'm making a claim here. I'm not saying
No.
I don't believe it personally, just to let you know.
You give an
Bible.
example.
I'll give an example,
Bible
right?
contradict the mind. If you are a son of God, you have to have the same attributes as him. Your son will be like you, human.
No, he was special. He could make wine out of water. He could walk on water, and he could turn
I can do this.
fishes into loaves and all that kind of
I can
miracles.
do this. I can do this.
No, that's not my point. No, my point is this. I'm saying that this is a claim that is out there at the moment. A lot of people believe that.
That's easy.
So you're
He's
saying
not-
that because you cannot disprove it. It could be true. Is that true?
Because you said you are agnostic.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, this. You agnostic.
And I asked you if purple dinosaurs could exist on Venus. You said they could exist because
not?
we don't, because we can't show otherwise.
Yeah, why
So
not?
you're open to anything that might exist because we can't
As
show
well as
evidence
you.
otherwise. See, I don't operate like that.
No.
I operate by the principle that if someone's going to make a positive claim, they need to back it up.
With evidence.
Absolutely.
What kind of evidence?
What kind of evidence for what?
For you said I need
Purple
to pack it.
dinosaurs on Venus. Okay, I would like
What
to
kind
see
of evidence?
footage.
To see. This is my whole point. Everything you need to touch,
Okay.
you need to smell. you need
Venus
to
is
see.
900 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, you cannot physically see. Your eyes would melt by the time you got there. I'm saying there are other types. You'd have to get
So, but you're
photography
negating.
from
You know,
probes
you're
and
destroying your
satellites.
own. You're destroying your own evidence by your own self.
How am I doing that?
You said it cannot be.
No, you can detect things without them existing. Okay.
My-
Can you
my
see
point-
radiation?
my point- my
Do you
point-
believe? I mean, look. Put it this way: there's so many things. EM waves we can't see. We cannot detect methane.
God can.
Okay,
I am
toxic
God.
levels of gas.
So
Okay,
far-
but doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So far, you don't have no evidence to say I'm not God. I can see radiation.
No, you
Because
feel
I'm
free,
God.
but that's not satisfying to me because you're not showing me any
What is
evidence
it?
that you're God.
Showing me that has to be something tangible, isn't it? Back to the same point.
Yes. Do you
But there's
have
a lot
anything
of-
tangible?
But there's a lot of things that you accept them and they're not tangible.
Absolutely. I'll tell
Then
you why.
why,
Because
why don't you accept what I'm saying?
because
Without
the
showing
things
me?
that I accept without 100%
The
proof,
answer is
like
very
I
easy because you're human, you're not God. This is the answer.
I'll tell you why. Because I'm dealing with tangible things. We're talking. We know countries exist. We know that the Far East exists.
How
we
do
know
you
that
know?
planes exist. Well, I've been to several countries. We're in a country, okay, with tangible physical things that we know about. You're making claims that step outside the
do
laws
you
of
know?
physics.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Yeah.
Okay, I was in America last week.
No. Japan we're talking about.
Japan?
Yeah. How do you know?
Okay, look, I know because, like I said, I've got satisfactory evidence. I've got live footage from Japan. I can get the planes that go to Japan on a daily basis. British Airways, you can go look it up. There's people from Japan. There's a Japanese language. There's a very distinct from the Chinese language. There's a totally different culture. There's a different cuisine. There's a different economy there.
Wait a
There's
minute.
currency from that country.
How are you going to
I
go
mean,
to the
how much
toilet?
proof do you need that Japan exists?
Basically, you're relying on someone to tell you.
Toilet.
Japan
No,
exists.
I'm a toilet.
There's
How are you
someone-
going?
Look, if I come across, if I go to the bureau de change, okay, say, hi, I would like 10,000
you are
Japanese yen, not that I can afford it, I will be given 10,000 yen.
argument. What do you want to say to him?
Now, he's saying that because I've not been to Japan, how do I know Japan exists? And I'm telling you, yeah, like I said, I can look at the currency, I can look at the food, I can meet people
I don't
from
have a
Japan.
problem with that.
etc., etc.,
All I
etc.
want to establish,
Yeah.
you got to rely on someone else to tell you
I've talked about
Japan.
other things.
And regardless if it's 2 or 3.
No, look, I don't believe that Japan exists because one guy said Japan exists.
I never said one.
You just said you have to rely on someone telling you.
friend.
No, it's not.
Relying on someone, not necessarily to be one. It could be, as you said,
Right,
pictures.
yeah, okay, yeah. In that case,
My point is,
Yeah.
you don't need to experience Japan and go to
I do
Japan.
experience Japan when I eat the Japanese food. I experience
Wait,
Japan when
wait,
I'm changing
wait,
currency with yen.
wait,
I experience Japan when I meet somebody.
Please, before we say this is Japanese food, we need to prove Japan exists. Before we claim what you've eaten is Japanese food. Yeah? And according to you, you don't need to go to Japan in order to tell me Japan exists. You don't need to see your mother delivering you to say she's your mother. Yes?
Well, you
All
couldn't
you-
anyway, yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see your own mother giving birth. Nobody can know that
Exactly.
for sure.
So you haven't seen your mother delivering you, yet you believe she's your mother.
Well, you
Yeah.
say that about everybody.
No,
Nobody can be 100% sure that that's
I've
their
never
mother.
used 100% or 95%.
Sure.
All I want to establish that you rely on a lot of things,
Yes.
and you accept them to be existed,
Right.
without seeing them.
And within the laws of reality and physics and math.
Sure.
Okay.
Within that law, I don't have
Absolutely.
a problem at all.
So
yes?
it's credible
So-
that Japan exists because it's physical. We know that countries exist. We can go to countries, we fly in and out of them. But if someone says
Same
I
thing.
can do supernatural magic tricks,
No,
okay,
no,
yeah,
no,
that
same-
requires a little more evidence.
No. That's not, you're not being fair here. Why?
Why?
Because Japan, you believe Japan exists, but you could go to Japan, but you haven't been to Japan yet.
No.
Yes? Same thing. Someone believe in God. He said heaven exists, but we can go to heaven. But he hasn't been to heaven yet. You haven't been to Japan yet. And you both claim Japan exists, and he claim heaven exists.
So
You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me. I
so
need.
who's been to heaven and back exactly?
who been to Japan and back?
Well, I can find some people who can do that.
Wait, no.
I got colleagues I work with who've been to Japan and back.
Sure,
I
the
know
Prophet.
I've been to Japan.
You've been to Japan, thank you,
The
sir.
Prophet.
Sure. The Prophet.
He's been to Japan.
I can speak to one at a time.
Sorry.
Yes. So the Prophet has been to heaven.
Okay.
Yeah. If you need someone who went to the heaven and came back, we do have this. But at the end,
Somebody you've met. I mean, somebody
you don't
we
need to
can
meet.
talk to.
You never meet. Someone has to tell you about Japan.
Japan.
Okay. Do you accept that he's been to Japan?
Yeah, I've been to
Wait.
Tokyo.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking him.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Do I accept that
I've
he's
I
been to
already
Japan?
heard that. I'm asking him.
All right.
Do you believe that he went to Japan?
I don't know 100% sure if he's been to Japan,
You know,
but I'll take him
wait.
at his word because I give people
Exactly. So it's a matter of
certain amount of
wordings,
respect
yes?
because-
So it's a matter of wordings, yes? It's a matter of someone telling you. So if I say he's not been to
Yeah,
Japan.
I know, but I believe Japan exists before he said he
Can
did
I
that.
show him a picture of
Wait.
me in Japan?
Wait.
Yeah,
If I say,
exactly,
says who
other
that's
evidence.
Japan.
Sorry?
Says who that's Japan.
Says the fact that this Japan has existed geographically.
No, but says who? You said I'm going to show you a picture.
Okay.
How do I know that
I'll tell you how you
picture
can do it, okay?
was of
You can actually have a
Japan?
GPS-equipped camera that tells you. Sorry.
The guys seem to be much clever than you.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
If
jump
I
in.
show you a picture that we are in Hyde Park today,
Wait, Japan.
all right? No, I'm telling you. If we take a picture right now,
I'm in Hyde
of
Park.
our existence in
no.
Hyde Park.
We're both in the Hyde Park, but
All
we've
right.
not been. I was in Japan, but you were in Japan.
No, I'm telling you. If I take a picture of us in Hyde Park, all right?
My friend,
Just answer my question, all right? If we take a picture right now for us in Hyde Park, and I go across the street, and I go out in Hyde Park, that's a picture. Are you gonna say that's a lie?
you know my answer?
Yeah?
Because me and you were in the Hyde Park.
No.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me tell you. You're talking about a place I've never been to, but you've been to. And I asked you, how do I know that is Japan? You gave me the scenario of the Hyde Park, which we both experienced. Yeah?
Okay.
I cannot deny it because you and me were already here.
Okay.
But I've not been to Japan. So, but you,
Let me ask you a simple question.
It's my
So
turn to ask you.
If you saw
It's
someone,
my turn to ask you.
just a question. If you saw someone next to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, would you believe that this is Paris, though you've never been?
right, you finish?
Would you believe? Just yes or no?
Okay, in order to believe something, you need evidence, yes?
All right.
Evidence to you is pictures.
Okay. Well, it's
Yeah?
one example.
That's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah? How do I know that picture is of Japan?
Because it's corroborated with several other pieces of evidence like
Let
that.
him
Obviously-
answer.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let him
No,
answer.
but that's not my point. I mean, so you
That
wouldn't
ex-
believe
that's the
you
exact
wouldn't
point.
you wouldn't believe a picture for me in next to the Eiffel Tower that's in Paris?
I'm asking you. You
Or just would you? Yes or no? If I show you a picture right now, me in Eiffel Tower, which is very well recognized as a
about Japan?
landmark.
Exactly. It can only be
I'm just
seen
telling
in
you,
Paris, right?
if I can show
No, I
you a
don't.
picture next to a landmark,
No, I don't.
would you? All right.
Now I'll ask you.
All right.
How do I know that picture was of Japan?
You just associate it to a landmark that you know it exists in Japan.
No, but how do I know?
If I'm next to the Osaka Tower and you know that the
fly there.
Osaka
So basically,
Tower
basically you're
exists
telling me I don't need to go to Japan in order to see Japan exist.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure?
Yeah.
So if someone tells you God exists,
All right.
do you need to see God? Do you need to go to
But
see Him?
I'm showing you a proof that you choose to believe. or
Wait.
not to believe.
What I'm trying to tell you, you said I need to see a picture, and that's good evidence. I don't need to be
No,
in
that's
Japan.
a form of evidence. It's not an evidence.
It doesn't matter. Form of evidence.
I can
yes.
show you a boarding pass.
Absolutely. We've
I'll
got
show you a
several
boarding
sources.
But my friend, in order to prove, I said, what kind of proof? You said picture.
Well, it's an example. I
It
told
doesn't-
you.
okay,
It's just an example.
Wait.
We can
so an
exchange yen.
Example.
Yeah.
You use this example as evidence.
I use this example as evidence. Yeah, of
So
course.
it's evidence then.
Of course. It's
So
a
what the
form
point
of
then
evidence.
is? It doesn't matter what you call it. At the end, you showing me something to prove something else I have never seen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, you need, and it said what you establish, you don't need to go and see Japan in order to see Japan exist. Yeah. So if someone says heaven exists,
All right.
do you need to go to heaven in
No,
order
but
to
I
see?
need to see an evidence.
What kind of evidence? Someone telling you.
Boarding pass,
Wait.
a picture,
Wait. Wait.
flight ticket,
Wait. Wait.
a souvenir, maybe
Wait.
like a little match.
Wait. So, are you telling me I need to bring something from the heaven in order to tell you? Quran.
Is Quran from heaven?
Yeah.
Okay, a GPS location would be good as well.
Let the man speak.
I mean, Quran could be printed there.
Yeah. And this souvenir could be printed over there.
That's me existing
Wait,
next to
wait.
the Osaka Tower.
Wait,
it can't
wait.
Be, it can't be printed
No.
there.
Intellectually, you could have made it up. And the picture, through computerized, you could just made it up. Bring
All
that.
right.
Yes.
Fair point. Fair point.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
yet you want me to accept it.
Yeah, because
So I'm using the
here.
same scenario.
No, but I'm
if
here.
someone went to heaven and
No, but
produced
that's my point. I'm here and I'm telling you I've been to Japan,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So if you don't want to believe my evidence, There is value in believing me.
By the way-
And 90, I think Japan has 35 million visitors a year.
And how do you know?
Well, it's much more scientific for you not to know.
Don't use the word science, because I'll ask you to define it and you wouldn't be able to define
I will
it.
define it, of course.
Define science.
So if I give you,
No, define science. You're not going to be able to do so.
Why I wouldn't?
Go on then, prove me wrong.
A boarding pass is scientific proof that I landed
this is
in
example.
Tokyo.
No, define science itself.
Anything that could be numerically evident.
That's not science.
Science.
Mathematics is not science, by the way. They never call it
It's a
science.
form of science.
Maths, they don't call it science, by the way. Define science.
Of course it's science. Math is science.
In order to know maths is science, we've got to know what science is.
I don't follow your point, but
In order to say math, science, or chemistry is science, we need to know. In order to say you're a man, I need to have a criterion for a man. Then I see you. Are you fitting that criterion? So now you're telling me a form of science. According to you,
anything with an empirical evidence is science.
do you know what science is or you don't?
I just told you.
Rely on two things, science. Which is?
You're asking me or are you telling me?
Yes. Science is the study. Science is the study of the natural world or the physical world.
Okay. Valid.
just giving you
valid definition.
No, I haven't finished the definition. That's not the definition. This is part of the definition.
All right.
So can you continue and finish the definition of science?
Not really. I mean, for me, science is empirical evidence.
That tells me don't use science if you don't know what science is.
No, I know what science is.
Go on.
We just have two different definitions. I told you. This is the third time I tell you. Empirical evidence is science.
Which is?
Anything that has empirical evidence is science.
Which is empirical evidence.
Anything that has empirical evidence.
Which
1
is?
plus 1 equals 2 is empirical evidence of science.
Right. What is empirical itself? The word empirical, what is it? Define it for me.
Class, I mean, it's very simple. I told what.
If it's very simple,
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what
wait.
science. 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's simple. That's science.
Right, okay.
All right.
See, if I said God exists, that's science.
There's no equation there.
No. You said
There's no sum of the part. 1 plus 1 equals.
Wait.
No, hold on. 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's science.
Right. And God exists and He's one. That's science too.
How so?
God is one and God exists. That's
But
science.
how so?
See, you said 1 plus 1 is 2.
No, but I mean, no. 1 plus 1 equals 2.
When he was a child, he know that.
There is absolutely no question.
Let me
if
ask
I
you,
tell you the sum
why
of
don't-
us two make 2.
Why don't you accept the existence of God? It must be something
I
intellectual.
absolutely accept it.
You accept the existence of God.
Absolutely.
What's the whole point then? Jumping into the discussion.
No, I'm absolutely by my own means, but I'm telling you that this is not, science is not a mean to actually explain God. I don't accept the fact that God is one and exists,
Why do
and
you
that's
do it
science.
science
That's
then?
absolutely not science.
So why did you jump into the discussion with the man? He doesn't believe
Because
the existence of God.
because I'm challenging you, because you're telling him that
So
the
God exists
existence
now.
of heaven is basically the fact that someone just told us that heaven exists.
As he said, someone is telling him Japan exists.
No, that's way different. I told you.
When you
That's
say
my
it's
point.
way different, easy to say it's way
Because
different.
he told you someone's went back forth, and you told him
Wait,
prophet has.
Yes, he asked
Well,
me.
nobody knows the prophet. You know the prophet?
Wait. Do I need to know him?
Of course you do.
Through
Through
him telling me?
absolutely.
And people telling me what he said?
Yeah.
Did your mother tell you she's your mother?
Did my mother tell me she's my mother? I don't recall.
So how do you know she's your mother then?
Well, there's biological evidence that she's my mother.
Biological.
Absolutely.
Which is?
What, science again? What do you want me to say?
DNA? What is a DNA?
Regardless, I'm telling you it's science.
Are you using something to prove your mother's your mother?
No, I'm telling you that I can resort to that if I want to prove that she's my
Have you
mother.
done that?
No, not really.
Then she's not your mother yet.
Well, she is absolutely my mother because
But you haven't done the DNA yet.
No, but she knows where I came from. I know where I came from.
She knows, but you don't.
Well, fair point.
Then the DNA, you haven't done it yet.
All right.
But she's your mother.
Okay.
Either she told you or
Okay.
someone else.
But what's your point? I don't follow.
My point, I said, the prophet need to tell me. But
Okay.
not directly.
Okay.
He could tell someone, and someone tell someone, until I receive that knowledge.
Okay.
So I'm using the same scenario because your mother, you said she didn't tell you she's your mother. It must be someone else.
Okay.
And even if you use the DNA, the lab that they're going to run the DNA, they're going to tell you, because you're not going to run the DNA. Most of the people, you ask them, what is the DNA? No idea.
True.
So they use evidence which they don't have no idea to prove the mother is the mother. And here, right, the case, you're not quite sure she's your mother because you haven't done the DNA. If you are quite sure about she's your mother, you don't need the DNA.
Okay.
Yeah? Then how do you know she's your mother? She told you? You said no.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. Did
No,
she?
I mean, I don't recall. Maybe she did.
Then how do you know?
I think it takes much more for me to
Are you
know.
Muslim, by the way?
I am. It takes much.
Shia or Sunni?
Shia.
Doesn't really matter.
Shia.
He is matter. Shia.
I'm not. But I don't know. I'm not.
You're not?
Relax.
What are you?
No, it's very.
Sunni.
It's very
Are
insulting.
you Sunni?
It's very insulting.
What are you,
Go on.
Sunni then?
None of you.
No, no, it's not insulting. No,
It is
no,
very
no.
insulting.
No, no, I respect
I'm
you.
Sunni.
Extremely. I don't care, but it's.
No, no, no.
It's
My
extremely
friend,
insulting.
just relax.
Yeah.
You're
No,
not insult-
I'm extremely glad that he
No, no, no.
insulted me, but that's
He's
I'm
not-
Sunni,
no,
it's
no,
not
no.
I don't care. That's my point.
He's
I don't
telling you
care
I'm not
what
insulting
are.
you.
I have absolutely no interest in what you are.
Okay.
No interest.
No, no, but why aggressive now? Why are you so-
I am. I told you why, because he insulted me. But
he
go on.
didn't.
So Shia is insulting.
No. Your question, what religion I
Shia
am,
is
is insulting.
insulting.
Right.
Yeah, but
So
go on.
you believe in the Prophet Muhammad?
No, it's none of your business what I believe. I'm telling you.
It's not your business then to ask me about.
No, I'm asking you because
You
I'm
came to
questioning
me.
your logic.
No, this is-
You're questioning your logic.
I
And the
need to
logic for
question your
heaven
logic.
is very. You question my logic.
And you don't have logic.
But no belief. I don't ask you what you believe. I don't care if you believe in God or you don't believe in
I've
God.
never used the word believe. You don't want to keep using it.
You just tell me what do you believe. You just literally.
No,
told
no,
me
about
this.
God.
No, regardless.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
believe.
talking about my belief or faith. I'm just questioning your rationale for
Let me see.
proving heaven.
When you
That
say
was it.
rational, do you believe Prophet came with something called Sunnah?
No, I don't want to get into the sunnah. That's not my point.
Wait.
My point is how you
So
prove
then you're
heaven.
not a Muslim.
My proof
You're not a
is
Muslim
how,
then.
it's not up to you. It just doesn't
Wait,
matter.
wait.
It doesn't matter.
Wait,
it doesn't
wait.
matter if I am or not.
Just-
it doesn't matter. Just
Let
let me
die.
ask you this
I'll
question.
let you finish.
I
Let
wanted
me
I
finish.
wanted you to see. I wanted you to let me know how you prove heaven. That's it. It doesn't matter if I'm a Sunni, if I'm
sure.
a Muslim, if I'm an
Sure.
atheist. It doesn't matter.
Right, yes. As a Muslim, you
All right.
claim earlier,
Yeah.
the Quran is telling me about heaven.
I'm a
And
human
now-
being. I'm a human being.
and
Just
now-
hold it. Let's
and now
take
we
a
need to
step
ask
back.
I can see.
Just let's.
You need
step
to ask
back.
me, and I need to ask you, one for one.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You asked me, and I said, as you said earlier, you're a Muslim. Unless you're lying,
All right.
yeah? You're not being an honest man.
All right.
So I'm saying the Quran is telling me that.
All right.
If you try to tell me you don't believe in the Quran
Okay.
and you believe in God, then I need to ask you, that God who created you, did he let you to go in this life without a guidance, or he sent you a guidance to go by? Because you said, unless, do you believe in God?
Again, you're asking me questions about belief. I don't want to answer
Do
any
you
question
accept
about
God?
belief. I don't
Do you
want
accept-
to. I don't.
accept?
I don't. God has nothing to do with it.
No, he is.
All right. No. The conversation is proving heaven. That's
Yes,
it.
and I've just did. The Quran did.
That's it.
Yeah, my answer.
You
now
don't.
I
Need,
need
you don't
ask
need to know my belief. You don't need to know if I believe
Wait.
in God or God exists or if I'm
Intellectually.
Muslim. Regardless of
Intellectually, I'm asking
intellectually, I'm asking you.
I need to ask you
prove to
like-
me as a human being, as we are today, that heaven existed. That's how the conversation started.
Sure. I tell you,
It's up to you, right?
my friend, either you accept it or you don't. It's up to you. The Quran is telling me that. Now I need to ask you. It's my turn to ask.
All right. So that's my point.
No, that's
So
not
you
fair.
believe in heaven because
You
the
ask me
Quran told
two,
you that.
I ask you two.
All right.
Either you ask me two and I ask you two. You ask me three, I ask you three.
All right.
Or you ask me and I ask you.
All right.
Isn't it fair enough?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Now I ask you, do you accept God? I'm not asking you, do you believe in it? I'm using the word accept.
I accept that.
You do, yeah? Did he send you in this life without a guidance, or he sent you a guidance?
What guidance?
And like, for example, will you marry your sister?
Will I marry my sister? No. But
Why
that,
not?
It's social disorder.
Right. That tells me then, if social they say yes you can, then you would.
Yeah, it's mayhem. You can't. It's
Wait.
medieval.
No, wait,
right?
wait,
You can't
wait.
marry your sister.
Why? It must be a reason.
It's common sense. It's
Hold
blood.
on,
It's the
hold
same
on,
blood.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
See, you said it's common. Same type
Common
of
sense, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Your common sense is different than my common sense.
Mm-hmm.
It might be different than someone else's common sense. Yes.
Yeah.
That common sense, it came from where? Because you grew up together, or society is telling you?
No, because we grew up together. It's the same blood.
Right. So if you didn't grow up together, then you might have something to.
You know, I'm saying that I will not marry your sister. If
It
you
must be a
want to
reason.
marry your sister,
It must be a reason.
then this is, in my opinion, then it's up to you.
No, no,
That's my-
no.
that's-
Intellectually speaking, what stopped you from marrying your sister?
You just don't want to create this social disorder. It's mayhem.
Right. So that tells me then you rely on social orders. Yes.
Sorry?
You rely on society to tell you what's wrong and what's
Absolutely.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
But you're not relying on God that He created the society to tell you.
Yeah, but the society is a function of existence of other people, right? So we coexistence in a coherent manner that such people form society, right? So, and that's why my obligation is to society.
going
My obligation
naked?
is to you, me, him.
Going naked. Society would accept this. Would you
I-
accept that?
I wouldn't go naked, but that's exactly my problem.
But
If
you want against
want,
society.
but if you want,
No, wait.
that's my problem. That's what I'm telling you. I don't, because personally I don't feel comfortable.
It's
But
about
if you
feeling.
do,
Wait,
I don't care.
Wait, is it about feeling?
No, no, I'm telling you, it's about
Should I
you.
feel?
I don't feel comfortable because that's my body.
Wait, so it's
right?
not
Because that's
intellectual, it's
something
feeling.
completely different.
My point is not intellectual, it's feeling. So if your feeling is telling you
Yeah,
to
that's
go
form.
naked,
Yeah,
so that is a good evidence, yes?
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
people differ, and that's why
No,
you
would
might
you
feel
accept
what I-
this as evidence? Feeling.
Feeling as evidence, yeah.
So if someone
might be.
says, I feel heaven exists, is that good enough?
Yeah,
I rest my case.
yeah. That's good enough. No, but how do...
A man talking intellectual and telling me feeling, how do you know your feeling is right?
No, I'm telling you, if you say that I feel heaven exists, then it's your right.
No, but you said
How
it's
do you
good.
prove it to the masses is a different story.
All right, let's see then proving then. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
No, but that's it. That's my point. If you say I feel in heaven, then I have to respect this.
Okay, let me...
Right? Because you feel it. It's personal.
Don't take it personal.
All right.
Are you Shia or Sunni?
No, I'm never going to answer this.
So I say you are Shia.
I don't care what you think, but I'm telling you, I'm never going to answer
I
this.
feel-
It's
you said-
degrading that you ask
Okay,
this.
I feel you're Shia.
Me too.
So it's about feeling, isn't it? That's good evidence.
You're free to feel whatever you want.
Yeah. Do you think my feeling is wrong?
I don't care about your feeling. That's
about your
exactly my
feeling?
point. But that's
No.
exactly my point. If the way you feel about something is
Are
very
you shy
personal.
To say, okay, are you shy to say you're Shia?
Of course not.
Then-
Of course, absolutely not.
Then you follow the Quran then.
What does that have to say?
I've got the freedom to ask. Are you following the Quran?
Following the Quran, what?
If you're Muslim, we have a Quran being revealed.
Yeah. Follow
You
it
follow
in
the
what?
Quran.
What? In what?
In telling you do this, don't do that, don't drink, don't fornicate. Do you follow Quran?
No, I follow what I think is right or wrong.
Right. According to
What I think is right or wrong.
feeling or you think?
What I think. Sometimes
Not
I think,
feeling.
sometimes I feel, sometimes I have an opinion, sometimes I form an opinion, sometimes I ask a question.
Are you disturbed?
Disturbed?
Yeah.
Of
Because
course
you keep
not.
saying thinking, feeling.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's an
Then how do you
amalgamation
know
of
wrong
many
is wrong?
things.
How do you know wrong is wrong?
I'm the judge of what is wrong and what is right,
Based on?
based on what I think is right or what I think is wrong.
Like, for example, someone is coming along and raped someone.
Yeah, no, like the question that you asked me. I think this is wrong to ask me, and hence it's right or wrong.
So it's wrong to ask you this.
Absolutely,
Why?
because it's none of your business.
And is it your business to come along and ask me when I was talking to the man?
Yeah, no problem, because that's
do you mean no problem?
That's the whole point of having a discussion.
No, but you came along to ask
I
me.
wanted to give you a proof that I've been to Japan. You told him.
No, you've not been to Japan. You didn't give me no proof at all.
No, I told you that I can prove it. That
No, you
a
didn't
picture-
prove it, did you?
No, I told you I can have a picture.
Says who that picture is from Japan.
Well, that's ignorance if you don't want to believe that Osaka
ignorance
Tower.
to tell me raping is a
Osaka
feeling.
Tower. Osaka
I'm-
Tower is not existent in Japan.
My friend, my feeling is telling me it's not true. And you accept feeling to be evidence.
Yeah, if you
Why are you
individually
saying
don't
that
want
it's
to believe me,
stupid?
exactly. If I show the picture to
What about
10,
your feeling? What about your feeling?
It's not there.
What about your feeling? You went up and...
regardless, but I'm telling you, I can show the
It
picture
can't be
to 100.
regardless.
I can show the picture to 100.
1.5 billion, they feel something.
All of them, we feel something opposite to you. And since you are right and we're wrong, you want against the norm. So it's upon you to tell us, can I call this bike? Can I call
I
this-
feel no.
Yeah. Can I call this a camera?
I feel no.
Can I call it a camera?
No, you can't. 'Cause it's
Why
not
not?
a
I
camera.
can't. Why I can't?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it a camera, you can.
I didn't say, is it a camera? I said, can I call it a camera? There's a difference between, is this a camera? I'm
Yeah,
asking-
sure. You can call it a camera for sure.
But you said no.
No, is this a camera? That's how I answered.
I didn't
I'm
say
sorry.
is this a... Okay,
No,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You said I can call it a camera, yes?
Yeah.
Can I
Well,
call
whatever
this
you
a
want.
camera? No, I can't.
It's not a camera. It's a
You went against the norm. Yes,
No, you
universal
said you
norm.
can. Can you or you want to? That's it, right?
Okay.
No, it said, can
It
I
is-
call it a camera?
Yeah.
And there's nothing that prevents you from calling it a camera.
I can, yes?
Yeah.
So, okay, if I ask you, is this really a camera?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Why not?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, but what?
Because
No,
my knowledge of camera is different than this.
now they have a camera in a bottle shape. Now this could be a camera. This could be a camera.
Yeah, fantastic, but
Yeah.
this doesn't have camera functionality. I mean,
How
It's
do you
very-
know?
because it doesn't
Tell
have
me the
camera
feeling. You
No,
criteria
no,
the feeling.
no feeling. There's no functionality of a camera.
Perception is part of feeling. Says who is not.
I'm telling you, it's not. Take a picture. The functionality of a camera is take a
Take
picture.
a picture. I've done that.
I don't follow the argument. I actually think the argument's stupid, but
Why stupid? I'm playing the same game that you play.
No, it's not a game. I don't follow your argument.
You said feeling, yes? Does your feeling tell you this is not a camera?
No, I said feeling in one instance that had to do with my body, right?
In order to perceive this, it goes from here into the perception, the cells, yes? And you're going to reflect that into your mind, yeah? Interpreting that to tell you this is something, yes?
Okay.
Which is either a camera or it's not a camera, yes?
Okay.
So is it feeling?
No.
That processing of seeing something reflecting in your mind?
No.
It's not a feeling?
No.